And we're live. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Internet.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the Blackwing Caravan. My first thing that I need to talk about tonight, because it needs to be talked about, is for you, Simone. Did you see at all the Keanu Reeves E3 thing?
Oh my god. Fucking everywhere. Like,
I
everywhere.
The first thing I thought when I watched, because I watched it live, and the first thing I thought was like, I need to send this to Simone, and then I remembered what you said, and so I'm sure like everyone sent it to you.
No, keep sending it to me. If anybody ever finds anything related to Keanu Reeves, like, send it to me. What I did complain about at work today, though, is Steve, how long have we known each other? Like, close, like, getting on 10 years now.
Right.
And I probably was in love with Keanu Reeves, like, almost 10 years before that, and like now everybody's like, oh my god, Keanu Reeves is my soulmate, isn't he the sweetest? I can't wait until we meet. And like, bitch,
that's true.
Like,
you have stuck through with Keanu Reeves through all of the, what was that movie, Replicas, all of the replicas of his career. You have stood by him.
I've been there for all of it.
Yeah.
But like, everybody's like, I'm a huge Keanu Reeves fan.
Yeah,
like,
I know, right?
No, you're not.
Yeah, people used to hate on him for being like really wooden and kind of stupid sounding, and now he's just the coolest.
Now he just plays roles where that is like the archetype that he plays, and it fits really well.
Steve, I vehemently have been defending him like since I was like tiny Simone. Like,
this is true. This is true.
Yeah.
There was a time where
since when her hair was like the side straightened parts in the front and then like all spiked up in the back.
Man, that was like when I first met you.
Yeah, even before that, yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, I've seen that he is now a video game character, and it's lovely.
Yeah.
On that note, like the meme of it's taken technology 14 years to properly render Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Technology has just been waiting to catch up to capture him in his glory.
So I don't know how much you know about the game or the studio, but they're the same studio that made all the Witcher games, which means, and this is what I think is the most relevant to you, Simone, is that there is a fairly decent chance that it will be possible to sleep with Keanu Reeves in this game. There is, I would call it an above average chance. So.
I mean, yeah, maybe you could sleep with people. Yeah, you can certainly sleep with a lot of people in The Witcher.
You can definitely sleep with a lot of
if
people.
If Keanu's cool, he'd be down for it.
Yeah, right. But that was a very good. I don't know if y'all saw that, like that bit of the E3 like press conference.
I've just been seeing like the screenshots from it,
like,
and
it's so funny because like they have him go out and like obviously everyone's freaking out and like he's like out there and he's trying to like talk about the game and everyone's just freaking out. So he literally just like does like a big like bend and point to his screen. He just goes cyberpunk and everyone loses their shit. And he just does that like 3 times and then they cut to the next trailer, which was actually for like a pretty cool looking game, but nobody knows what it is because everyone was just like on that Keanu Reeves high.
I am legitimately super excited about Cyberpunk 2077.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean I think every like that's the thing. Like we got their release date, which is what I wanted, but like I'm pretty sure we didn't need to see any new gameplay. Like having Keanu Reeves is probably the best thing that like best possible thing they could have done. But like I'm pretty sure 90% of the people like who play video games are already sold on Cyberpunk as a thing.
Oh yeah.
Like you know.
I didn't care if there were celebrities in it. I was gonna play that anyway.
Right. So the only
icing on the cake.
So the only thing they could have given us to be relevant was the release date, which we got, which is dope. So mark your calendars sometime in April, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So dope. And Final Fantasy VII comes out next March. The remake. Yeah.
Comes out when?
Next March. Is the leak. The Square Enix conference starts in like an hour, missing the beginning of it to play RPGs with you nerds.
We can just stop early and start casting that.
We could. They are
as a holiday event.
It is.
Just comment on it.
It is co-streamable. We could do that if y'all would like to do that.
Ooh.
I could set that up. I think I have a co-stream set up, so I could.
I mean, I always love talking about video game stuff, but
yeah, I definitely would not be opposed to at some point doing like a sit down and let's chat about all the cool shit from E3, because there's been some nifty stuff.
There's been some cool stuff announced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wasn't gonna start talking about E3 until like next week after all the conferences, but then Keanu Reeves happened, so like I was like, man, I need to talk to Simone about this. and this is literally the only time that I ever get to talk to Simone anymore. So.
Well, no, I just texted you the other day because I finally saw Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, you texted me that this morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do have one quick Keanu Reeves story. I didn't actually meet him, but I had a neighbor who did like a lot of like set design stuff, so he met a lot of celebrities in New York City and everything, and he would get my sister all these autographs of people from like the 90s, like say my sister's name is Allison, like to Allison, whatever, and he got her like Brad Pitt, like all these like like big stars. Yeah, it was awesome. And he got me one, and it was Keanu Reeves, but he misspelled my name. And I was so, he put one S instead of two, and I was so sad. It like ruined.
You know what?
Like, no, that's not my name. What?
That just means that your name only has one S in it now.
That's,
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm pretty sure the Reeves has spoken.
Yeah. My friend cleaned out her apartment like, sometime last year, and she had a signed photo from him from Speed.
Oh,
nice.
Cool.
Yeah. And she's just like, I don't want to hang on to this anymore. It's taking up room. Do you want it? And I was like, yes. Like,
that's awesome.
That shit is next to pictures of my best friend and my dad. Like that's the tier it's at. Like,
that sounds incredibly on brand for you.
Yeah. Pretty much. The stove just beeped, so I'm just gonna go grab my food.
All right, that's fine. Let's see, Eric, how's your show?
How's my show? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I thank you. Yes, I'm in a show.
You're in the theater.
I am in the theater. Yes.
Yeah.
Shameless plug. Sherwood. Hey.
If you're in Connecticut.
If you're in Connecticut.
Wait, what play are you in?
Sherwood, The Adventures of Robin Hood.
Where's that playing?
It's at the Phoenix Stage in Oakville.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I plan to go at some point if you would like to come with me, Marissa.
What did you say? What did you say?
I said I would like to go to that at some point if you would like to come with me.
I'd be down.
We'll figure
it's
it out.
Hysterical.
That's awesome.
I've heard.
I play Prince John.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I'm playing in like just like an adult Griffin,
it fits,
basically.
So.
Yeah, really, it does.
Yeah. All right. I just realized some of our frames are a little.
Frames.
We're sixing up because I still had Sam in here from last time. All right, there we go.
Oh, that's right.
All right, we're in there. Yeah, y'all were in jail last time. I was pretty happy.
Things happen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, did I miss last time?
Yeah,
yeah, we both did.
Yeah, you guys should. It's not like all of the information that you'll need will be relayed to you like at the start, but y'all should go back and watch that episode. It was pretty fun. I had fun.
I rolled really well.
She did. Oh my god.
Like, I don't think Tez rolled anything less than a 6 the entire.
Basically.
Nice.
Yeah, and I don't think Simone rolled anything over a 3, which was very, very. It was actually
it worked.
For what we were trying to do, which I won't spoil because I think you guys should go watch it.
I will.
It worked out incredibly well.
Yeah, it was good shit.
Yeah, it was dope.
If you guys like angst, it's dead. Like,
so much angst.
Yeah, if you like watching Simone and I try to out edgelord each other.
Can I play it with like what's that song in the background? It's, I'm sorry I can't be.
Yes.
It could. Well,
Coldplay in the background.
It's more of an Evanescence type of energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wake me up.
So yeah. So if you want to get woken up inside.
Who doesn't want to wake up inside?
Because sometimes you can't wake up.
Wake me up. Can't wake up inside. Wake me up. Can't wake up inside.
No matter how many times you get punched.
I just need you guys to call my name and save me from the dark. Call my name and save me from the blades in the dark.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm glad
but
that
then-
that song is going to be stuck in my head now, because before I had too many cooks, so now this is a little bit better.
That is an upgrade.
So viewers at home, put that song on.
So yeah, yep, it's good.
Wake me up, not too many cooks. No.
I'm now putting Evanescence on in the background of my headphones.
Oh boy. All right. Shall we? Evanescence is the perfect backdrop for this campaign.
It kind of is.
It really is. Shall we?
Yeah.
We shall.
We have to do experience.
Yes, we have to do
We'll do experience at the end of this session for both sessions.
Okay.
Because
Okay. A lot of experience.
this session is score. So
Yeah.
so it'll be 2 sessions for everyone worth of experience. Let's see. So we start. So last time, 2 weeks ago, the 3 of you, Crow, Undertow, and 13, after going on an epic mystery investigation to find out that Echo had been arrested,
Word.
then decided to begin to lay the groundwork as hawkers by securing a supply chain.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right, we did.
So
I
you
remembered that.
So you went and you talked to I always forget this NPC's name.
It was Jaffe.
Jaffe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jaffe, because it's kind of like
Oh,
coffee,
yeah.
Yeah.
but it's not coffee.
So you went and you talked to Jaffe, who said that you negotiated with him to set up a meet with a merchant that he has not yet told you. Like, you don't know much about it. He just agreed to set up the thing.
Yep.
And that's what y'all did last time. And then last time, we had some Echo action. Echo hanging out in prison, doing some prison shit. You met a mysterious stranger who turned out to be a benefactor, who provided you with some information and not a task, but gave you information that may be relevant to tasks in the future. And then Crow, we did some backstory shit that I won't spoil because, like I said, I think everyone should go watch it.
It was done in some very fun vignettes,
Mhm.
back and forth. You'll enjoy it.
Remember, Eric? Remember our episode about player spotlighting? Yeah, it
Yeah.
was literally a session of that.
Nice.
And so I think we start tonight's episode with Echo returning. So you guys have been given like a day and a time to meet, and it's in like a few days or something. So I think like y'all are like hanging out at your hideout and like doing whatever, and then Echo, do you just come back? Do you go anywhere after you get out? Do you just like walk in like nothing happened?
Hey bitch.
I kind of want to like spend maybe a day kind of thinking to myself after I get out, and just walking around,
Okay.
not
Yeah,
being
totally.
trying to be as inconspicuous as possible, but I probably would come back in the late evening.
Yeah. Okay. So like, do you want to do any scenes of that? Do you want to like bump into anyone, or do you want to just pick up with the evening you come back?
I kind of just want to pick up with the evening. She wouldn't have done much more than just like
Sure.
try and process being in prison, being out, being with all the new information, like trying to figure out the words of what to say when she gets.
Yeah, totally. Cool. So yeah, so it's like sometime in the evening. What's everyone doing when Echo comes back?
Cleaning my guns.
On brand.
Probably still working on binding spirits and whatnot, causing all
Yeah.
sorts of explosions.
Yeah, like reading
and then
books.
opening windows like, it's fine, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm playing my concertina in my hammock.
Perfect. So piratey. Alright, so yeah, so you come in, Echo, you come into the smell of spirit-based explosions, gunpowder, and the soothing sounds of a very piratey, jaunty tune on the concertina.
It's a slow, sad song.
Yeah.
As slow and sad as a concertina song can be.
Is it
Super
just
meta right now? Super meta right now. My Immortal is playing right now.
Yeah, you're just playing My Immortal on the concertina. Yeah. It's like one of those like Westworld style covers where it's like a popular song that they do in a different style.
Oh my god.
Absolutely, I'm on it.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I like slide the door over to the side and just kind of like lug my pack or whatever I've got and just kind of like drop it on the ground off to the side, like just a big, not exasperated, like, but more of just a frustrated, like, I've been thinking all day and I need to like let these guys know like something's on my mind and I can't express it because I'm not a feeling person anymore. Like, it just doesn't matter.
Did we know that she was coming home this day?
No.
Oh. Hey! You're back!
Hey.
How was prison?
Well, it was not great, but I mean, it went better than I could have expected it to go. Things have transpired where I might need some help with a couple of things. There was
13 opens his bedroom door and he's like, what was all that noise? Oh, hello, you're back. And then he comes down and joins everyone.
I like the idea of none of us being like that. We were really worried about you, but none of us are like,
But no,
we're too cool.
Yeah, well,
We're
that's
too cool.
that. Yeah, exactly. Everyone
I imagine all throughout the day, like our people were like, "Is that her? Find out if that's really her. We can tell them that she's fine."
Yeah, and like
maybe
no
we
one.
all like we were all like watching for you to come through the door, and then as soon as you like we saw you were
We
coming,
ran,
were
we
all trying to
scattered.
be, like really like
Right.
like
And
really
you
like
didn't,
oh hey.
and you didn't know that this was when she was coming back. So like you've been doing that for days.
Yeah.
we're just like waiting. Just anybody who knocks at the door.
It's like, oh hey, what's up?
Oh,
Hey,
you're
it's
back.
good.
Oh, welcome back.
Echo?
Go ahead.
No, it's the pizza order. I mean, there's an Echo in here.
Echo.
Wow.
But yeah, so I made a few friends, I guess you could call it. I'm not sure how those really work, but yeah. There was an interesting man in that was kind of in control of a section of the prison that didn't really click with me, but he reminded me of 13. He's very talkative, not my type. His bodyguard though, kind of was kind of hitting on me. It was weird. But he's not bad looking.
You're rambling. Come in. Come sit down. Have a drink. Let's
Wait,
just
what
talk
about
this
me?
out.
Wait, how does he remind you of me? Hold on, tell me more about me.
Just
I
relax,
imagine
listen,
Undertow's like pushing Echo forward. Undertow's like, come sit down, relax.
how
I'm like,
long
wait,
has-
tell me more.
How
Yeah,
long has
I'm
Echo
just-
been in prison?
A couple of weeks.
A couple
I'm
of
just
weeks.
gonna be slowly coming down the stairs, mostly because Echo is now describing a like not horrible
Prison experience.
Right.
prison experience,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you are alive.
Yeah.
I can hold my own.
So I'm gonna get Echo something to eat,
Okay.
and I'm sure you would like well we don't have great food, but it's better probably than prison. prison.
Oh yeah, I don't really want to see mashed potatoes ever again.
Oh,
I immediately take the bowl of mashed potatoes out of your hand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
like quick cut to from like last episode when you like literally like domed someone in the face with a tray of mashed potatoes during a
Yeah.
fight.
I'm
It was
gonna.
more. It was more. I used mashed potatoes as like pocket sand, and
Yeah.
then hit somebody
Right.
over the head with a tray.
that is
Fine.
crafty.
Pocket potatoes.
I'm gonna like come up to the table and just like slowly put things down out of my pockets, and they're all Echo's things. They're all like workout equipment, and be like, "I'm glad you're back."
Like you've been taking them.
Yes, because I didn't think you were gonna survive, and I just imagined.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
It's like the hand gripper things, and like maybe a 5-pound weight and some like stuff, and I'm like, good to see you're back. And then just like
I just look at the table and I'm just like, not unexpected. I mean, like not
they're all
saying.
in wonderful condition because Crow takes care of his shit. But like, also there you go. We're not gonna talk about this.
I grab the rest of the stuff and put it off to the side, but I leave the hand squishy thingy and I just push it back to.
I don't want to engage about this, and I'm pretty sure you don't either. So I'm just gonna leave these here.
Yeah.
And I'm just
what
giving
13
him a
and
look of
Undertow
like,
are doing. 13 and
just give him a
Undertow are just
look
like,
of like, don't fucking do that again. But we're cool.
Okay, I'm just gonna nod and squeeze the hand grippy thing. Like,
But yeah, I mean, I was able to hold my own the whole time. It's nothing. It was actually nicer than some of the places back home. Much bigger, much more. I mean, I wouldn't call it cleaner, but it's it was cleaner. So, and the stay wasn't as unpleasant as it possibly could have been, but I guess I let myself get spotted talking to my friend from back home, and there may be a way to get him back to our brotherhood, our band, our faction sides, but it may take a little bit.
Your friend, the
doctor.
The doctor?
the one that's working for the Lamplacks.
They're paying him more right now, but if we could somehow convince him to if there's something that we could do to get him back to our side, it wouldn't be that hard to sway him.
He'd be good to have a doctor on our side.
yeah, absolutely.
It's just unfortunate that our rivals are kind of stealing the market. We should do something about that.
I agree as a long-term goal. I don't know if taking on the Lamp Blacks is necessarily quite in our ballpark just yet. But I agree that we should do what we can do to get your friend to join us.
Yeah, for sure.
I was by this talkative fellow, Gambrian, go something. Gideon, that's what it was. Gideon.
Is that the person that reminded you of me?
That was the super flowy, talkative guy. Yeah, I didn't really give him too much of a glance, but he did have some convincing information. He told me to find some guy named Pyrite. I don't know if that rings any bells to you, but it's something definitely worth looking into.
Pyrite?
Pyrite as in the stone?
Like, yeah, Pyrite?
That's the guy.
Undertow. Aren't you a Pyrite?
Does that name mean anything to me?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't think so.
No.
Alright.
But yeah, Tez is just kind of like saying, these are the things I learned.
Yeah.
Or not Tez, Echo. Is just saying, these are things I learned. I'm tired. I've been thinking all day. I need to not talk for a while, and I'll go over to my
Right before you leave, was Pyrite the man in jail, or did the man in jail tell you I should find Pyrite?
The man in jail told me to seek out Pyrite.
Oh, okay, never
The
mind.
man in jail reminded me of you.
I erased it all.
He was too
Never mind. I
talkative.
misunderstood.
Well, listen, Echo. You need anything, just ask. So I'm gonna go up and hug Echo. I'm so glad you're back. So glad.
Echo's like doesn't reciprocate the hug.
That's totally
but
cool.
It just stands there.
I'm gonna
Undertow's
give.
used to non-reciprocal hugs.
Does like the flight, like 2 pats on the back.
13's gonna give Echo one of these, just like a.
Nod back.
And then I'm gonna push.
Flirting.
I'm gonna push a Bar Stucks coffee across the table to you.
God damn it.
All right. I'll take it. Are you trying to get your punches?
You do hear it like, as I leave.
it's mixed into the score somewhere.
Gotcha. Yeah, and then Tez goes over, or Echo goes back over to her workout bench and just like starts pumping.
Okay.
So, once the other two are out of the room, I am actually gonna go up to Echo and just be like, listen, I think the whole reason you were in prison was my fault. And even if it wasn't, I feel responsible. So I'm really sorry, and I wanted you to know that.
I appreciate it. This type of business is tough, and I can understand Satu's side. You know, the money, you take it where you can, and you take the work where you can. It'd just be nice to, get him.
No, and I think if we can, we should, and I owe you one. So whatever you need to help get him back, you can count on me for it.
Sounds good.
And then after Undertow's left, and I know that Undertow and Crow aren't near you, I'm gonna creep back in, and I'm gonna be like, Echo, listen, that man you said who reminded you of me, was I better looking?
I really don't have a opinion on the matter. He was less shiny, I guess. He had, prison. Well, things are taken from you, but you were more shiny than he was.
I'll take it. Thank you so much. It's so good to have you back.
Thanks.
And then once they're gone,
Yes.
like
every time I go to pick something up, one of you guys comes over and
10 or 20 minutes later.
Everyone's got to make up for like 2 episodes of not being able to interact with you.
10 or 20 minutes later, I'm gonna come downstairs very softly. I'm not gonna say anything, and I'm just gonna unroll a map, and it's a map of the prison. And I'm just gonna slide it towards you, and I'm like, has anything changed? That's all I ask. If the layout of the prison has changed at all.
Would I know that? Because how?
I don't think so, because you weren't there very long. You didn't try to break out or anything.
Right.
And you really didn't get to see much of it, but like from what you can tell looking at this map, like all the bits of the prison that you were in, like it looks roughly the same.
Roughly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll point out the areas that I do know, like the mess hall and that kind of stuff, and maybe some of the structures may be updated or something, like new fixtures have been added or something, but not a whole lot's been changed.
Okay. And then I roll it back up, and then I walk away. That's it.
This was beautiful because Undertow's was so serious and meaningful. Mine was like more womparoomery, and yours was like foreshadow
Straight
briefing.
business.
It's so on brand. It's so on brand.
I know how to talk to Echo. Echo talks like me.
I do kind of look at Crow and like just wonder why he has this map, and I'm like, huh, that's something that I make a mental note to
maybe
not talk about it.
Ask about
talk about it. We're not going to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it.
It's something to ask about sometime when you're feeling like you have feelings.
Yes.
Oh, if I cared more, I would ask you about these things. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I have more guns to clean.
All right.
Cool. Sorry, someone was closing my garage door, so I muted my mic while I was. So
Monster.
You didn't have to hear the garage door closing because it's right under me. Cool. So, does anyone else have any other stuff or see like anything they want to play out while y'all are waiting, or should we jump to this meeting?
I think we're good for now.
Yeah, I'm good to jump to
Yeah,
the
I'm good.
meeting.
Cool. All right. So, like I said, you guys got like a date and time that like your characters know, but like Steve doesn't know. It's fictional
Right.
whenever we pick. We like fade to a commercial break and we come back and we're there. That it's one of those
Yeah.
type things. And you guys were told to go to an address at a time. And we fade in. So like we're in like score territory now. So what does everyone have their load and everything?
Gotcha. I was gonna go normal 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 5.
Okay. Are you all like walking together? Are you like kind of split up?
I'm taking the back and high ground if I can.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'll stick with under. Well, I feel like Echo should go with Undertow because Echo's the muff.
Mm-hmm.
The what?
The muff.
Muscle.
The muff.
The muff.
The muscle.
I thought you said something else.
It is Pride Month.
It is.
Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride, everyone. Yeah, Echo's the muscle. You're the
Hashtag
lips.
Dust Ball Pride.
I'm the mouth.
You're the mouth. So I'll stick with Crow.
Okay.
And
You're-
then
You're on the rooftops with me?
oh god, no, never mind. I'll stick in
Yeah.
the alley.
Okay. So
Sorry.
yeah, so
I
it's
said I'm back in high ground.
so it's like the three of you kind of like walking down this like street going to this place, and Crow like ninjaing along in like fire escapes and like rooftops and stuff like that along.
And I'll keep myself when you guys actually meet up at the meeting place, I'll keep myself away from that group. So then if Crow is on like the alternating roof or whatever, we make like a triangle of vision.
I like that.
I see it in my head. It makes sense, guys.
Yeah,
I promise.
That works. I'll guard the talker.
I'm picking it.
Totally works for me.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, cool. So yeah, so you guys were just given an address. So y'all are heading towards that address, and as you are heading towards the address, we probably get this from the perspective of Undertow and Echo. It seems like as you're going, like more and more of a crowd is starting to form. Like not like, and you're like trying to, you just like are like making your way through and everything. And you get to the address that is listed, and there's a huge line outside of people, and it's
Is it a new bar stop?
it's this big like noble's house, and it's like all lit up, and there's like a line of people like looking to get in. What do you do?
Abort.
Sorry, you guys cut out for a second. I couldn't hear the last.
Oh, like
It's a big noble's house.
So the address that you're going to is like a noble's like mansion, and there's like a line of people waiting to get in, and they're like you see them like go up, like talk to like some burly looking dude. He like looks at a list and like nods and lets them in.
Damn it, you cut out again. I don't know what's happening. Every time you
There's
get to
a-
the far.
There's
left-
a bouncer at this noble's
Thank
house.
you. That's all I wanted to hear.
The
Yeah.
bouncer at the noble's house.
Yeah.
Bouncer at the noble's house. That's weird, but okay.
Right? That is weird. But that does mean that our plan gets a little jittery.
Well, can I just ask one of the people in line what the deal is?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, excuse me. What is this deal?
Huh. Yes, you're here for the party, I presume. The gala.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yes, it's a very prestigious event.
I can tell. There's so many fancy lads here.
And so I have a question for you. How are you dressed? Not knowing that this was here. So like, what is your regular attire?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. And,
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. Generally, probably not particularly fancy,
yeah.
but like at least a like I don't know, like
So-
pantaloons and like a button down that's like open so you can kind of see a little bit of the chest.
Of course. Yeah.
Hair and like some chains and like a bandana or something probably and like
Yeah. So they
you know,
yeah,
hair
so
looks
this
great.
so the noble that this like woman that you like kind of like tapped on the shoulder is like, "Oh, this is the line for the gala," and like looks you up and down and makes a like gives you a look like cuz like you see that like she and the person that she's with are like dressed very fancily.
Well, I mean, I can go back and are we gonna be? Is this gonna cause trouble if we're not dressed right?
You don't know.
Well, hold on.
Echo is very much in like leather cargo
Yeah,
pants.
yeah,
I'm
just
saying,
like-
we're not fancy.
13. No, 13 is dressed nice. 13 always dresses nice. Luxury is my vice.
Yeah,
Right.
I was gonna say
all of my
13's
stuff
fine.
is like nice.
Yeah.
You'll be fine, but the rest of us may not be.
Well, I'll go ask the bouncer. I look like I belong. They're all just nobles. I'm just gonna be snooty. I'm just gonna be like, I've got bar stocks. I mean, I'll be fine.
If you want to like come up, like run up to us or something, and you'll catch up to. Are you like behind? Or are you with us?
That's what I was like jumping ahead to catch
Oh
up.
yeah.
Okay. So what would you like to do, 13?
I'm just gonna go up to the bouncer. I'm gonna like
Uh,
out of the line, but like, oh, so sorry. Quick question. I know him from high school. Oh,
Yeah, like,
Bartholomew, hello, Bartholomew.
What so like you're gonna have to make some sort of roll to like
Yeah.
to like get to like kind of like be able to do that without like attracting the ire of everyone.
Can I combine like prowl with command to be like, excuse me, move, excuse me. Like,
You could do one or the other.
okay, I've got 2 in both, so
Well-
I'm gonna
well,
go with
prowl-
command.
Yeah, I think it would be it sounds more like a like you're like socially kind of like ask like telling people to like, you know, it's fine, don't worry about it, like because
Yeah.
prowl would be if you were like trying to like sneak up.
It's like slip by. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll do command.
Okay.
Risky standard.
Yeah, I think we were risky from the
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we got a really good one.
Yeah.
And then no bonus die. I don't need them.
Wait, are you commanding?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, well, I'm like walking by, and anybody was
It's
like,
like-
I'm gonna be like, no, it's fine.
The confidence,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it's one of those like, can I have a clipboard? One of my items was a
Like,
clipboard.
I
Can I get a bonus die? If I have a clipboard, can I get a bonus die? Can I be like, no, it's fine.
If you
And
mark
an
off one of
earpiece.
mark off one of your items.
I will
slots
right
and
now.
then-
I
and then-
absolutely will.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I don't even know where to mark it. It's gonna be subterfuge supplies.
There you go. Absolutely.
Clipboard and an earpiece.
A clipboard and just like plucky confidence.
Plucky confidence is a subterfuge supply
Yes.
for sure.
I mean, it works kind of.
Ooh, a risky. Or a 5A. Let's see.
Almost perfect.
Almost, but not quite, my good friend. Let's see. What consequence should I give you? You suffer harm. Somebody
runs
yeah, some asshole is just like, I think you end up in a worse position. So like as you're going through, and it's as you described it, you get what you want, but like as you kind of are like making your way through with like the force of your personality, the camera kind of lingers on everyone, and like everyone kind of like is like narrowing their eyes at you, like you're making a scene and people are going to like notice that, and it's going to put you in a more a worse position moving forward.
That's not my problem. That's Undertow's.
Can I try to like cool the. I mean, I don't know if like, if I honestly don't know how serious my dress is gonna do, but can I like, can I do something to like calm them down or like say like.
I mean, it's not like they're like an angry mob or anything.
No,
They're
but
just
they're like
they're doing
they're
that.
judging.
They're doing
How
that
your
noble
dress
thing.
shouldn't impact it too much. Like, there's people who can dress however. If they've got confidence and like personality, you don't care. I say
fair.
go.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on how you roll. You're gonna have you'll you'll have like less of an effect if you're trying to like convince them because you're not dressed the part. You don't look the part.
Yeah. Instead, seduce them.
I don't have a seduce roll, unfortunately.
Ah.
I know. I no one's more upset than I am.
I mean, you can use a skill to seduce. That's the thing.
Use sway, not command. There's
I'm
a
just
big
gonna
difference.
I'm just gonna whip it out and be like, "Hey, everyone, calm down, okay?"
Oh my god.
Roll a skirmish.
Oh my god.
Happy Pride, everybody.
Okay, so what is the result? So what happens so that he's
Okay,
successful? So
so-
what did you actually want to happen?
Yeah,
So I
so,
got
yeah.
to the bouncer.
You
Like,
got
I
to
cut
the
everybody
bouncer.
in
You
line.
cut everybody in line. Oh,
Yeah.
and now you're saying like,
And-
oh,
and
it's
you-
okay.
you
And you're
get
like
a-
ushering me up.
Well, now I'm gonna be like, oh, here's our name, and like if the guy's like, you're on the list, I'm gonna be like, oh, great, here's my party. And if
Okay.
he's like, you're not on the list, at least then it's not like he's throwing a pirate out. He's throwing somebody who looks like they could have been on the list out.
All right,
Right.
go for it.
Hello,
what
good sir.
And he's like it's like this guy. He's like he's like tall and kind of thin, and he's got like this clipboard, and he's like yes, and he like
I go, I like your clipboard. What kind is that? And I gesture to mine.
and he like kind of like stops for a second and like kind of looks over and sees you like off to the side, and he's like, yes, can I help you?
Yes, party please. Undertow? Might be under Joffy.
He like looks and he's like, I'm afraid you're going to have to stand in line like everyone else, sir.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. And then I step in, and I'm like, all right.
Am I
well,
with you? Wait, am I with you, or are you by yourself on this?
No, you probably came with me. I dragged you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be like, no. You don't understand. We are very important people.
Notice my clipboard.
Notice his clipboard. Listen, what's your name?
Yes, man. Just see the
You're gonna make a roll here.
Hell yeah, I'm
I
gonna
wanna
make a roll here.
so before you make this roll, I wanna warn you that this is like you're first of all, it's a desperate roll, and
Aw.
second of all, you're going to have reduced effect because like you look like you are tier 0 right now, right? Like
Oh,
y'all
come on,
y'all
man.
are
I don't look that bad.
well like
I mean, I'm
like
very attractive.
your character can be as attractive as you want, but mechanically y'all are
Okay.
tier 0, and you're trying to essentially like strong arm your way into like a higher tier party.
Do I get any kind of like, I don't get any kind of like bonus from him, from 13 having successfully like.
No, you're in this
Made it
position
to the front.
because
Okay.
you're able to make this roll because of 13.
While they're doing that, could I send Chimney just around the building to see if there's another door that doesn't have a bouncer at it?
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
We'll get to that in a second though.
Okay, all right.
We'll
All
figure
right,
this out.
so
first.
I'm gonna roll sway.
Yeah, this could like potentially be like y'all like aren't allowed to get in. I just want you to know the stakes before you decide to make a roll
Well,
or not.
we'll find our way in.
You got this.
I hope I got this.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
I hope I do.
I
Is it standard effect or you said limited effect?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like
Before she does that, can I be intimidating standing behind?
You're gonna mosey up behind her too.
do you want to assist? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Like
assist.
not saying
or-
anything, just being like imposing.
Yeah, you can take a stress to do a bonus.
Do I get a bonus die for that?
Yeah.
Was that a yes?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So just one
Alright.
bonus die. Oh,
Oh, no.
what a
That is a
terrible
solid
roll.
3.
So many threes.
that's the devil's like from like a couple cul-de-sacs down from the devil, you know.
That is
Like,
Discount
it's
devils.
like Weenie Hut Satan.
I had 4 dice on that, and I got 3 threes and a 1. Come on.
Yeah, I
That's
think
the luck of the dice.
yeah, so I think the consequence here is just you lose the opportunity.
Damn it.
So like, yeah, you try to like strong arm this. You try to like not strong
I
arm
just
like,
wanted his name.
well, so you were trying to like bypass the line, right?
Yeah.
That's what you were trying to do. And
No, my original intention was just to see if we were on the list.
Right, but then I went up there and I asked for his name.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see what you mean. Okay.
So
yeah,
I kind of was like the pull the let me talk to your manager sort of thing. So
yeah, and he and the guy like looks at you and just kind of like narrows his eyes at you and says, I'm sure that you do not need my name, sir, and I'm also sure that you will not be getting through these doors tonight. If you will vacate the premises, and if not, then I will have to call upon someone to do so.
I guess we'll just leave then.
Leave.
Some kind of party this is.
I take my clipboard and I go, and to think you have a clipboard. I follow her.
He just
Or time,
yeah,
no.
like the camera like stays on his. Whoa, calm down, Windows. The camera stays on his face for a while. And he does one of these like, yes, next, come, and like he goes back to his duty. Cut to Chimney doing his thing. What kind you want to do? Like a survey
Yeah.
or some such?
Let me grab that. Oh. What? Sorry, everything just like spazzed on me.
Sorry.
Let's do a survey. Am
Do
I
it.
also in a desperate position?
No, because you're not with
Okay.
them. No, you're just in like risky. Yeah. No. So
Oh damn! All right, well, I guess we're going home.
right, yeah.
all he's doing is flying around the building. Like,
Can I just say what is with these 3s and these 1s?
I
that are
know,
coming up?
I know. It's kind of
Ones are
nuts.
cursing our rolls.
Yep. It's cause Echo rolled so well last week. This
I
is
took
the-
all the luck.
This
Sorry.
is
guess.
this is the balance. You should have Echo do all the social rolls. She'll
God.
roll, she'll roll all the 6s. Yeah, no, I think it's just you like we get like the Chimney's eye view as he is like circling around. And then we like cut to you like hiding kind of on a rooftop somewhere, or like hiding like somewhere in the back where no one can see you. And he kind of like flutters back and flutters onto like a fire escape or something like above you, and you you hear in your head he says, hard to tell, can't see anything from here.
what do you mean you can't see anything?
Well, it's real dark and there's people everywhere. I can't tell if there's anything.
What time of day is it?
It's always dark in Duskwall. There's no sun.
Oh, sorry.
The sun was destroyed thousands of years ago.
All right.
Hold on. There's one more thing that we can try.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be time consuming. Are we all okay with waiting for a little bit?
I'm not there. I don't hear you say this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
we
you
don't
guys
really
can
have any other options. at
you
the moment.
guys can reconvene if you would like to.
I think we're gonna have to.
Well, I can wait in line, and then when we're last in line, there's one thing I can try.
Okay.
Summoning a ghost to murder everyone.
Wait, is it just one guy at the door?
No, I mean it's the
There's
bouncer.
a line of people.
It's like there's like a butlery dude who's like checking people in, and there's like some like bouncer types.
I'm just gonna lean over the edge and be like, should I kill him?
I'm gonna do one of these.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Like 13 does this, and then
She's like,
and then Crow takes that as a yes. Like,
Yeah.
Kill, and I like put my hand on my hilt.
But no, is the long really line? Like, is the line really long?
it's like it's not like around the block or anything, but there's it's like a.
So we'll just wait. When we're the last people in line, like we get to the dude, and I'm gonna put. I have a coin. I'm gonna get rid of my coin, and it's gonna be like a wad of like whatever.
Yeah.
But like on top of it, I'm gonna put like my family marker because I am Iruvian nobility, so the guy
Right.
might recognize that, and I'm just gonna be like, listen, I'm sorry about before. It was uncalled for, but it's very important that we get through this door. And I'm just gonna put it down, and I'm gonna go, please.
Okay. Yeah, if that's what you want to do, and
Yeah.
if you pay a coin to like bribe this guy to get in, like,
Bribery.
yeah,
Gone.
yeah, absolutely. He like kind of looks and like you said, it like takes a little while. Like you're waiting in line for like 15, 20
Yeah.
minutes or something.
Yeah.
And he says, yes. He like looks around and like kind of like like puts it into like a suit coat or something.
Yeah, that's why I like make sure nobody else is around.
Yeah, totally. And he says, yes, yes, a simple misunderstanding. I'm sure. No problems here. And looks and says, your names again.
Undertow or Choffy, or would it be under my name?
I think it would be under Joffy.
At this point, you're bribing. Does it matter if we use our
under
real
my-
name?
So I'm gonna say. So I'm. Oh, that's true actually. So I'm just gonna say 13. So I was gonna give him my real name, but it's a good idea. I shouldn't put my real name on anything.
No.
Yeah.
So 13.
He says, rather odd name, but very well. And he like pulls out
Just
like
the numbers. Just the numbers, dear. Don't spell it out.
It's like Prince. Just the number 13.
Is
Just
that
the
is
numbers.
how 13 actually does it, like with just the numbers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have it spelled out on my alias, but he would do
Okay.
it in just numbers because he
Good.
doesn't have time to write things out. He's just 1, 3.
All right, I'll adjust to the overlay at some point then, because I have it.
If he's like rushing and scribbling, people think it's a B, so
Right.
it can get confusing. Like
everyone thinks he's 4chan.
everyone's like, Beyonce is making strikes. Like,
All right.
it's like,
So yeah, so you guys go and you gain access to the inside of this party. So it's
I'm
the
gonna
three.
jump down from the roof and then just walk in. I'm, like,
Are you like
slowly putting my rifle away? Be like, okay, thank you.
you're just gonna like kind of like fall in step with them on the way?
Yeah, because like he didn't see me the whole time, and I just like the image of like, okay, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
No problem.
Huh?
Yeah.
Just, like,
Yeah, and he
as
probably
I'm like unscrewing the rifle and putting it away.
yeah, and he looks and like he does a double take, and then like the camera like flips away and then flips back, and you look like perfectly normal going in.
Mm-hmm.
Except that the only one of you who's like dressed the part is 13, but that's fine.
Yeah, and there's a giant crow on my shoulder.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is for sure a thing.
So okay. So you guys make it into this party, this gala, and you come into the like main kind of like foyer that is like the receiving hall, and it's this big kind of like circular room. You guys can see how easy it is for me to like hit my microphone when I gesture now because of this camera. Yeah, you come into this like big foyer, and there's like a bunch of people around, and like lined on the walls are like all different kind of like art installations, and then like in the middle of the room there are like pedestals with like sculptures and like fancy looking shit on it. And you're in this fancy looking party.
Through Echo's mind is just like, so much stuff to break. Like, why do people keep such nice things?
Limp Bizkit starts
Meant to be
playing.
broken. What?
It's just one of those days. Yeah. So, you guys are in this party. What do you do now?
Who is our contact?
You don't know. You just all Jaffe gave you was go to this place at this time. That's what he told you.
Nice.
So, I am going to mingle.
Yeah. Also, like he said, go to this place at this time. And like you guys, like one of you like looks at a watch or a pocket watch or something, and you realize that you're slightly late because of the delay at the front door.
Is there anyone who looks like they're like, I mean, who's in charge?
Of what?
The party?
I don't
look like there's a host.
There's a host.
Yeah, I don't think from where you guys are, like the room that you're in, you don't see right now. Like you're kind of just in like the receiving room, like the main kind of like, and there are like doors leading to other areas and like hallways.
Well, I'm gonna
stuff.
grab some champagne or a hors d'oeuvre or something and start talking to people.
Okay.
That's how I roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start staking out possible exits and vantage points.
And Echo's gonna start pacing the outside side of the room, but keeping Undertow in.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys all do that for a little while, and then 13. What are you doing?
I'm probably looking at all the nice stuff. I'm like, oh my god, look at this. But like while I'm looking at it, is there anybody who looks like they're wearing a lot of diamonds? Because we're meeting a diamond supplier, so like why wouldn't they show off their supply?
Right. Well, like that's the thing. There are a lot of jewelry. There's a lot of gems and stuff.
I'm trying. Can I use study? Because I'm a discerning eye. If I was nobility, I'm gonna be like, that's a nice necklace, but we all know that's the wrong cut. Next.
Yeah. Well, so I actually don't think you have to, because so what happens is we see 13's face reflected in this the glass that is like this diamond that you're looking at, and you're like ooh, and we see like someone come up behind you and tap you on the shoulder.
And I politely turn around and I don't go, don't touch me. I instead go, well, hello.
And you look over and you see Jaffe in like nobility clothes.
Oh,
and
damn.
I kind of do one of these.
Yeah, like his like beard is like still really long, but it's like shampooed and everything.
Right.
His hair.
Does he have a glitter beard?
His hair is tied back like you've never seen him like this. You wouldn't.
Right.
You like it like probably takes you a minute. You're just like,
yeah.
Can I? And then he like starts talking. He's like, just the person I've been waiting for.
Yes. You. Wow. This. Nice. Me? Yeah. And we get like one of those. We get one of those like money shots of like him in this like fancy looking suit, and it's just like, damn. I'm bringing sexy. It's got like that song back. It's like all I do is win, no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm all the way up. Yeah. So you start. You do that, and he says, you guys are a bit late. We've been waiting for a bit of extra time.
Minor mix-up at the door. Undertow will explain everything.
Yeah, and where are the rest of your friends anyway? Like, you can tell he's like still kind of slurring his speech a bit, like he does in like out in public, but it's like noticeably less, and you're not sure if that's like this is his normal voice or if he's like trying to conceal it. It's hard to tell. Yeah.
I'm just gonna walk up behind him.
So is he the host?
You don't know. Yeah, and you come up behind him and he says, hello, Crow, and also Crow.
Just Does
Chippy...
Crow make that noise, or does the Crow make that noise?
Hard to tell.
He just walks up.
You guys have harmonized calls. Wow, that was an impeccable bird screech, actually.
God, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the
Chimney makes that noise.
Okay. Yeah, and like a couple people like kind of like jump and like look. No one pays it any mind. It's just like
Echo's keeping everybody in sight, but she's over at like a food table, just like browsing the.
Okay.
Yeah, just eating.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
Undertow, are you around, or do you like?
Oh yeah, I mean I'm mingling, but I'll come over when I see that there's like conversation going.
Yeah. You see them probably like from behind. You see like this guy with like a nice ponytail and like suit, and you like come over and like realize that it's Jaffe. It's this like dumpy motherfucker that you saw like a couple of days ago, like totally cleaned up, total glow up.
You look terrific, Jaffe.
Thank you. I like to think that I clean up well.
Yeah, not bad. And the
look,
champagne's delicious.
It's like of course only the finest for. Well, you're not my guests. You're his guests.
And who does he point to?
He doesn't point to anyone. He's just kind of gesturing because he can't stop gesturing.
Okay, who is the host?
Well, that
I'm going to ask.
That, my friends, is why you're here. You're going to meet our host, and you're going to talk about making a deal. And I am the middleman.
That is so correct. Can you point us in the right direction towards the host so we may begin this transaction?
I could point you in the right direction, but you wouldn't get very far unless I lead you in the right direction. Come with me. He starts walking.
Is he all drunk? Was he gonna like stumble?
He's actually like pretty straight, walking pretty straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like I would offer to like help support him or whatever, but if he's good, I'll let him go.
He is good. This isn't
okay.
his. You get the sense that this isn't his first like fancy party.
First fancy rodeo?
Like Though I mean I'm not gonna tell you guys how your characters feel, but like maybe you're like surprised to see him like in this context and like looking like he like fits in so well. And like no one's
Echo
like
has no idea who they're talking to. She's just
that's right. Yeah, you just
she wasn't there for this. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah, you see this guy who just like is like pretty fancy looking, and he's talking to your friends, and then he starts leading them off. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not like right up with them, but I do the couple steps behind, just keeping an eye.
Yeah, so he brings you through like a hallway into another room where like you like go through it, and there's like a string quartet playing a like a cool string quartet arrangement of Paper Flowers from Evanescence, and but for the deepest Evanescence cut I can think of, and like through there up into like a staircase like up to the second floor, and he like leads you around to like this other room.
Okay.
And he says he brings you to the room, and like looks around to make sure like no one else is around. You're kind of like away from like the din of the gala now, and he says you won't have all that much time, but you have a bit of time here with the boss.
And what is his name?
You'll find out.
Okay, before we go in, game plan.
Go.
I don't want to go in there and wing it. What are we doing?
What does the room we're in right now kind of look like?
You're in a hallway, like
Just a hallway.
Yeah, he's gonna lead us into the room with the guy, I guess, right?
We're having a meeting. I don't.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're not having a stabbing. But
No, I want to know if we have like a tactic. If there's something we're gonna.
we're young and we're scrappy and we're unknown. That's probably going to be to his advantage.
young, scrappy, and hungry.
You're not throwing away your shot.
Unknown is more important. An
just-
unknown supplier and fencer is going to be something of value to a noble because it won't be able to be traced back to him.
You got a scholarship from King's College. You don't mean to brag, but
good.
dag, you amaze and astonish.
Good leverage. Okay, I just want to know, because if I'm doing some talking, I want to make sure that, we're all on the same page. I want to make sure that I'm not, rolling 3 3s and a 1.
Right.
You probably will anyway, but when you do, we have a game.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
If we
You
get
know
led into
what you're going to roll 3s and 1s on now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we get led into a room, Echo's gonna be standing by the door with the door slightly cracked, so that way she could see out if anybody's coming down the hallway.
They are probably not going to let you leave this door cracked.
Do what?
They're
probably not.
most likely not going to let you leave this door cracked.
Closed meeting.
Yeah.
I'll still stand by the door then.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like standing in front of it, so if it does open, it's gonna hit me first.
Sure.
Okay.
There we go.
I have a background in trade. I
Yeah.
forgot that about my character, so I'm good at this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand next to Undertow.
Okay.
I'm going to. Well, let's see. Is there going to be like a table, or is it just? Well, let's.
We don't know.
You're gonna find out when you go in.
Okay.
Someday,
Let's do this.
someday, someone on the internet is going to be watching this, like on YouTube or something, and someday someone is going to get and laugh at my very good Hamilton reference that I just made, and whoever that is, I just want you to know, thanks.
I still haven't seen Hamilton, and I am sad about it. I hear it's amazing.
It's very good. I just listened to the soundtrack like crazy.
Yeah, I should probably just do that.
That's my that was my project over like last fall, was just like learning all the verses to my shot. that's my useless talent, is that I can rap all of that.
You can rap all of my shot.
Yeah. Anyways, y'all enter.
Yep.
All right. Jaffe says, "I'll be waiting right outside. Best of luck to you." And he like kind of like takes up a post. He's got a drink in his hand. You're not sure when that happened, but he's just like takes up kind of like leaning against like the like railing, and just kind of watching.
In the moment before we step through the door, I turn and go, "If I've never warned you all before, I have a large family of people trying to murder me. If this happens to be one of those people, my bad."
Damn it! Now I can't spring my trap.
The trap hasn't sprung.
Yeah, no, not this time.
Echo's got just a big old hand of pastries that she's just sitting, eating, nodding, listening.
All right. So you go in and you go into this, like, it's essentially like an office, like study type thing. There are like shelves of all sorts of like books and ledgers and all of that such. There's a ornate sort of like coffee table kind of like in the middle of the room, with this like fancy like velvet carpet and this like very fancy matching like long couches on either side of the coffee table, which lead further back into like a very fancy desk made of the finest looking mahogany.
New knife table?
And it
New
would
knife
Knife
table.
table?
Can I ask a question? How do trees grow if there's no sun?
Don't worry about it.
Question answered.
We're playing a fantasy
Just
role
kidding,
playing
I know.
game where
I
there
know,
are
I
demons.
know.
As Eric said, there are demons in the ocean.
But this is the stuff I care about. Go on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I need realism in my fantasy. I agree. I can say that.
So if you want an actual answer, the answer is probably like this shit was probably made like back when like it was made so like if there are no trees, that means there's like a very limited supply of wood, which is all the more impressive that this guy has this.
Okay, cool.
He just has a pile of wood in the corner to show off his wealth. Like
He has a fire going.
Fun.
He's like, yeah, I burned
the fire. Yeah. You have
You have to be
having
high society to have bonfires.
yeah,
like...
that's actually probably like a thing.
Oh
Like
my
having
God.
a fireplace is like the most extravagant, wasteful thing you can
It's
imagine.
so extra.
It's
I
the
love
most
it.
extra you can imagine. Anyways, this wouldn't be one of these scenes if like there wasn't a like big kind of like fancy looking chair with its back facing towards you as you walk in the room.
Oh god.
Like it just wouldn't be, right? Like
Mm.
I quietly say, I sure hope that's a swivel chair. Otherwise, he's gonna hop that thing around and take a long time. And we're gonna have to stand here and pretend like it's not awkward.
It's like you hear grinding on the floor as he turns
no, you just
in.
hear like
He's out of breath when he turns around. He has to pick the cat back up.
All right.
Thank you
And
for
we're all
coming.
like this. Most impressive.
Oh my god.
Y'all make it really hard to like play the
Have a
world.
dramatic moment. I know.
No, well, like, so this is like my favorite thing about pretty much all of the games that I run is like all of my players are like wonderful. I love you all, but everyone is just a giant fucking goofball. So like I play the world as serious as possible, and I essentially play the straight man to all of y'all's goofs.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
it's
we
a
had kind of super serial game last time,
Right.
like the prison
yeah,
episode.
like it's and that's the thing is that like it makes those kind of moments like that much like more punctuated.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways, that is to say, there is a large chair with its back turned towards you, and you all go in and you Echo, you take up your place kind of like by the door, and you look over and there's like a bodyguard looking dude on the opposite end of it, or on the opposite end of the door, who kind of like is like eyeing you up and down. He's got sunglasses on because obviously he does. He's like bald, like sunglasses.
Side note, how is there a
Like
market for sunglasses when there is no sun?
Thank you.
Again, like that is
Again.
like relics from the past. That's how rich this motherfucker is.
Okay. I got you,
My
Undertow.
sunglasses at night. That's what's playing. That's what's playing.
He's also,
As
he's
you
also
look at
like,
him.
I don't ever want to see clearly. I always want to see very dimly.
So
You don't know.
Did-
Maybe they're just mirrored from one way.
Ooh.
so he's still facing away from us, or is he gonna turn around dramatically?
Yeah,
Or
well,
do I just say-
y'all haven't given me an opportunity to do
Sorry.
my dramatic reveal of this character.
We all file into place. And then
Yeah, it's basically like every one of you has like walked in, and I've described part of the room, and like the episode has stopped, and your character turns to the camera and goes, "Wait, how does wood even work?" And then like another person comes in, like Echo comes in, and like we see like the bodyguard, and Echo stops and turns to the camera and is like, "Why are even sunglasses?"
Oh, I'm gonna get those sunglasses.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah. So if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna reveal my cool new NPC now.
Please do.
Did we activate your trap card yet? Like,
No, there's. Why would I ever have a trap card in play? Why would I ever do such a thing? I would never do something like that to you guys.
Not when he knows that I have
My-
trap dismissal.
No, I would never pull any sort of trap in a place like this because I know specifically Eric way too well.
mhm.
Like he's super expecting it. So like
And there's a good reason to be here, so
Walking up the hallway, it's like we don't know who it is. We're
Oh
going
my god,
is
it's
like-
Acosta.
to this room. I was like, here we go.
That'd be really awesome.
no.
Stop playing the game for Steve and let him go.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine, children. I'll wait.
We've been in this room 10 minutes.
I'll wait for everyone. Just make all your jokes. That's fine.
We
just gonna
cannot get this scene done.
I'm just gonna
Oh
go,
my God.
I'm just gonna go turn on the Square Enix conference while you guys make all of your goofs, and y'all just let me know when you're done.
This is like when you're in a video game and you enter a room and you know that like once you walk up to the fucking like
yeah, it triggers the
thing of
cutscene.
armor.
triggers the
Yeah,
scene.
yeah, and you're like, I'm gonna investigate this corner for a while, like instead.
I was gonna say this is
Alright.
the equivalent of me checking all the containers before we
Yes.
get close enough to start this scene.
So like, so now that the wind has been completely taken out of the sails of this scene, you hear a voice from behind the chair, and he says, "You come highly recommended. I'm curious to make your acquaintance." And he turns around, obviously, and you see this kind of like big dark-skinned dude. He's like very like physique-wise, think like Kingpin, but like dark skin. He's got like short kind of like gray white-ish hair and like a beard, and he's got like a bunch of like rings on his fingers, and a very like ornate like yellow and black coat, and he says, "The Blackwing Caravan, I presume?"
That's us.
Because I assume that's what you guys call yourself at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
say? What do you say?
Just
Yes.
nod from the back of the room.
I'm going to say yes.
I
Who do we owe the pleasure?
He says, we'll leave the names out of it if you I'm sure you understand, as people in the same sorts of businesses that I am, but you can call me Pyrite.
Oh snap!
oh my god.
Please have a seat. Let us discuss business.
I'm going to sit. I'm assuming there's like a big.
Yeah, there's
chair.
two big couches with a coffee table in between, and then there are two chairs kind of like sitting. You could like sit like,
Is
like
there-
on the other side of his desk if you want.
Is there like a bottle of like a decanter of like fine brandy or something that I can go pour myself a glass of?
Sure.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm just asking if it exists.
Yeah,
Because
probably.
I'm gonna ask his permission if I do that.
Yeah. There's totally like some sort of like.
It's made out of wood.
It's aged. It's oak aged.
No, it's like
It's
made
just
of it,
mulch. It's just mulch that they dump whiskey over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So gross.
That is really gross.
We call this the Leviathan manure.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Crow is gonna stay standing next to Undertow.
I'm gonna flop right down.
May I partake of your lovely of your whiskey over here?
He says it's a
I
fine.
want to see what kind of dude he is. So
It's a very fine and rare vintage, but in the interest of potential business, then I suppose. And he like nods, and his bodyguard like goes over and like pours you a cup.
Is it a full shot check?
yeah, measure with my fingers. A true gentleman, thank you. Okay, serious question: is this guy attractive?
I mean, I'm not going to presume to know what.
I'll make a fortune roll. Hold on.
Yeah, someone make a fortune roll. Your tier is 0, so there is 0 dice.
Okay, so 0 dice.
Zero,
I can't use one.
zero dice fortune roll. No.
All right. Submit notes. Is
he hot?
Is he cute though?
Mm,
Oh. Oh,
So
3.
3.
Yeah. So like maybe at one point, but like this dude's like pretty old.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean money.
Yeah. He's
Yeah, but like physically.
Sure, but money.
He looks like he's like a couple years past having that like silver fox thing going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So,
But you definitely get the measure that like this dude's like been in the business for a very long time.
Well, it is certainly an honor to meet you. This has been a lovely party, and you have a lovely estate. Thank you so much for having us. And that champagne down there, I do have to ask what the vintage is because I need to buy myself a bottle.
He cuts you off, and he says, while I do appreciate your knack for pleasantries, I have not that much time, and you come recommended from Joffe, who I happen to owe a favor, and therefore are giving you this opportunity. But I must ask that we cut to the chase. Tell me.
Please.
Tell me what you tell me your pitch. What do you have?
Well, let me tell you about the Blackwing Caravan. We are a very talented group. I have a background in trade myself. My compatriot here is a member of the Eruvian nobility. We have an excellent
Tycherosis.
Tycherosi. We have an excellent Tycherosi bodyguard, and for some of those long distance shots, we have my friend Crow over here. My name is Undertow, by the way. That's what you can call me. We are relatively unknown in this area, but I do want you to know we can do an amazing job, and we are discreet.
And what job are you proposing that you do so amazingly for me?
Well, we can handle the movement of goods, if you will, quite efficiently.
Or the fencing.
Any of it. All of it.
We're your post-product distribution conglomerate.
By and large.
Blackwing Caravan & Co.
So.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, right.
We just eventually turn into the first Blades in the Dark Walmart.
Oh my god.
Yikes. Just like for drugs. Which I guess Walmart is.
Big Pharma. We become the Big Pharma of...
Oh my god.
So,
13 is the Martin Shkreli of Duskfall.
Oh, Pharma Bro. So I know you don't have a lot of time. I don't want to waste your time anymore. But we are available for any work you have for us.
So you guys were coming here to propose like getting like some sort of shipment to Fence here, right? So it's not necessarily that you're looking for work, you're just looking for a supply.
Oh, that's right. We wanted a supply line. I forgot.
Yeah.
Pitch us some of what you sell.
I know it's been a couple of weeks.
Sorry.
So no, it's all good. That's why like one of the reasons I like, you know, especially when we don't play for multiple weeks and like the momentum kind of halts a bit, I'm here to help you guys remember the stuff that your character remembers.
Yeah.
Right.
So so you're coming here.
That's right.
Essentially, so you're the thing that you're pitching him on, and I'll let you like remake this or redo bits of this pitch. The thing that you're trying to pitch him on is like, hey, you should entrust us with a certain bit of your goods that we can flip for you.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
And
we
like,
can move your. He's diamonds, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, he was. The original contract was for fencing diamond. Thing.
Yeah.
Let me double check. I have it written in my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Java connected us to a diamond supplier. Yep.
mm-hmm.
So we are.
Or any precious gems. Don't.
Any gems at all, right?
Yeah, don't.
Yeah. So
if he's like, I have a giant shipment of sapphires. I don't know.
yeah, I'm just yeah. You know, I made a move on them and it ended up not panning out. So now I have a warehouse full of them.
It's like, you're not turning our noses up.
Yeah. So the pitch that you're trying to do is you're trying to convince him, or you're trying to explain to him why he should let you like let you in on like what he's doing and like trying to sort out like, we'll sell this stuff and we'll sell it for we'll sell like this much worth of stuff and like take like X% of a cut of it, basically. Because you're selling it for him, and then you would presumably sell it for him, or you would buy it from him, and then sell it. There's like a couple of ways that you can do that. Yeah.
Right. I think we would start off with we'll sell it for him, but we'll take a small cut. But going through us, his name isn't associated to it at all.
Yeah. So if you could like turn around a pallet, like I use the pallet just as a stand-in term, like a shipment. If you could if you like sold it for like 8 coins, and you guys would take like 2 or something like that.
Right.
That sort of thing. That's what you're like trying to convince him of. So like I think that there's a couple of roles here. There's like, because like we're still in score mode. We're in like essentially a social boss fight. So it's like there's roles to be made to like convince him that y'all are like worth giving a shot or taking a chance on, and then like there's probably roles associated with like the split, and then there's like you guys can like kind of like do some like rolling for each other to like do like setups and assist each other and stuff like that.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah.
So, basically all I said stands true.
Right, yeah.
So we are in the business of moving goods, and I'll just be frank, we're very good at what we do, and we are very discreet, and we are new, so we're willing, and new in the scene, I should say, we're not new to this, so we're willing to take, maybe a slightly smaller percentage just to kind of get some work with you.
Get going.
You say you're new, but you also say you're very good. So which is it?
It's both. It can be both.
What have you moved in the past?
I'm gonna say, well, I want to just come up off the top of my head with like a really, I can't think of anything right now, but like a really like, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, well, did you hear about the I'll be like, did you hear about the loss of the or the movement of the diamonds in the I don't know.
So you're like coming up with you're like gonna bullshit him?
Yeah.
All right, like you have to make a roll to do that.
Yeah, what kind of roll would that be?
You tell me.
Was that a sway?
It's probably
bluff.
Yeah.
So this will be I know what we should do. Let's make a clock.
Oh god.
No.
You know how much I love my clocks. Ooh, no, that's not what we want. Boop. Y'all can see that, right?
Yes, there's a tiny clock.
Whoa, I didn't want to
It's
I didn't
long.
It's weird.
Hold on.
Oh, it's tiny. Oh, it's huge.
I see it now. Can I shrink this? Oh, I can shrink this.
So here's what we'll do. Let me pop over to the map screen so that the stream can see. So here's the clock, and this clock represents his like willingness to enter an agreement, an accord with you. And so you guys can make rolls towards filling this clock. You're starting with it partially filled, and this is the 2 ticks is Joffy's recommendation. So you've already sort of got a foot in the door with this dude, but you need to make rolls to like as you guys are like talking, as you like succeed in rolls, it will fill, and as you like fail in rolls, then it will, because it's literally just like give him enough reasons to like take a chance.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
So the first thing you want to do is roll a sway to like tell a lie about a thing that you guys have done in the past.
I'm gonna be like, well, I don't know if you heard, but I'm gonna pull up the guy that I'm actually enemies with, but I'm gonna pull his name. His name is Bazo Baz. Be like, I don't know if you heard, but we worked
I'm
with
gonna.
Bazo Baz. Go ahead.
This.
What?
The,
Did I ruin
make
something?
no. This is just make No, never mind. You would know this. Okay. Bazo Baz is a gang boss, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you this because it's very relevant, and you would know this. Bazo Baz, like, you would know, is the leader of the Lamplax.
Okay. Oh, is he?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, that's sad.
Very nice. Very
Well,
nice.
Yep.
So if you tell him that, so you know, because you have Echo's information, that this dude, because you just found out that his name is Pirate, this dude deals with the Lamplax already. Like, he's already got a contract with the Lamplax. So if you tell him about you fucking over the Lamplax, you like this is like all stuff that Undertow would into it. If you tell him about like you fucking over the Lamplax, he'll just be like, what?
Get the fuck out, and you're dead.
No,
Oh
I
my
didn't.
God.
I wasn't saying I was. I didn't realize he was in the Lamplax, so I can
Right.
I can retcon that.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
basically wanted to
I'm
just
telling
say,
you. I'm telling you this before you said that because you would know
Gotcha.
that.
Okay, fine. So I'm just gonna say some other random person and just say, oh, we worked
Yeah.
with some other nobility name to move some diamonds over in 6 hours.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
And it was something that was in the news, probably. So
I was gonna say, just bring up stuff that's in the news, but don't name names, just to be
Yeah.
like, we're discreet.
yeah. Well, no, I
Nice.
mean, if they would just say, oh, these diamonds, whatever. But all right, I'll just do it.
So, before you do, I have I have a devil's bargain for you.
Okay.
Ooh. Haven't done
You
one of
can,
those in a while.
you can hear it. You can choose whether or not you want to accept it, but I'll tell you either way.
Okay.
You can take a bonus die, but the additional consequence is the name that you name is someone that this dude knows, which will then give like eventually potentially lead to other complications down the line at my discretion. So.
I'm really scared because even though I have like 3 dice in sway,
We know what happened before.
we know what happened before.
Yeah. I mean, there's also nothing stopping you from just like pushing yourself or whatever.
I think you should just take the 3 that you have in sway.
So when you overstress, is it just when all your stress is, or when you take one on top of?
It's when you fill up.
Okay, never mind.
You want a trauma? You want a trauma right in this
Are you
room
super
right now?
stressed?
Well, I'm super stressed, but my thing is,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll save it because it's one trauma. I take care of
No,
that.
no. I have like no stress. I'll take
Okay.
2 stress to get a bonus.
Oh, there you
dice.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Man, you don't want to take my fun devil's bargains.
Well, I kind of part like a little bit do
Right.
because I think that it would be fun.
This
I
is
think it'd be fun.
this is the thing. Like, people like so devil's bargains, a lot of people use them for like mechanical like kind of like deficit, like a lot of Blades GMs use it for like mechanical penalties and stuff. I just like do like weird narrative shit that can like go really sour because that's the kind of shit that I like.
Well, it's just funny that if like I say I worked with this guy and he knows him, and then I run into him a few sessions later, and he's like, I don't know this person, or he could be cool. I don't know. I'll just stress myself and take a bonus die. It's fine.
All right, fine. That's the safe way to do it. It's not the fun way to do it, but
There are some fun devil's bargains that you just go for, but this I think
this is the type of devil's
This is fun
bargain
for
that
you.
if a GM offered me this devil's bargain as a player, I would snap it off 1,000%.
You know what? All right.
But that's
No,
just me.
I
Don't
agree with you,
don't
though.
don't
That's how
don't
Spike plays,
don't
though.
don't take
Yeah.
don't take my don't. I'm a terrible influence. Making so like. You guys haven't seen me play this game. I make all sorts of questionable decisions when I play this game because I love it.
Okay. And was this just risky and standard?
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus die. Oh my
All right.
god! Oh my god! These rolls.
I know, right?
It's a success.
It's
know.
it's a success. You get a tick. So let me.
Crap, that was rough.
So you're at the 3 ticks. And you tell him about this time, and he says, I have not heard of that, but perhaps that is the point of your story.
You got it.
And
I'm gonna just log on to Google really quick and
Google it. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. I think the consequence here is so the consequence is you have reduced effect. Like he's just like not super convinced. So like normally you would have gotten 2 ticks for that, but you instead get 1 tick. Yeah. Easy consequence.
So does he have
do
a
we
response?
do we know, could I do a flashback to have researched this guy a little bit before we came here?
We didn't know who the contact was.
You didn't know.
We didn't know anything about it, so there was no preparation we could have made.
We knew that we were looking for pyrite, though.
You didn't know that this was the dude you were looking for.
Yeah.
Could have. Yeah.
That's the Steve twist, is that like this person that you were going to meet is this person that you like just heard about, and you had no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine, but like the whole like you didn't have the opportunity to like research or find out more about this guy. That was like not an accident, right?
Right.
That's me doing my thing.
Okay. And I can't flashback anything.
Well,
I mean, like
what...
you can flashback stuff, just like you can't.
Well, because
you didn't know about.
I was gonna use it as like fodder for the argument to like flashback and be like, oh well, you had these like 2 teams before you, and they were more well known than us, and they still fucked up, and like look at us, we have we're fresh. Yeah, so that's what I was gonna do. But...
Yeah, there's no.
Could I?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know anything about him, could I use a study to see if I did know anything? Like, now that I'm putting all the pieces together, just like a random like rush of my Rolodex in my brain to see if anything comes up.
Sure. I don't think this will like necessarily get you any ticks, but it could potentially be a setup action. So like,
right. That's
if you succeed, then that can like set up like either someone else's role or like another role of your own.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
All
right. So.
The negative is I get a migraine.
Yeah, you take level 2 harm migraine. Like,
I pass out.
Just like, I know everything.
I know the piece of information we need.
Yeah.
Be in synchronized swimming.
Well, so I'll ask you, you Eric the player, like what like bit like having now kind of like seen this guy, and you look at him, and like maybe it's like his voice, maybe it's his like demeanor, like maybe it's like the situation, because we've established that you knew Jaffe before, and Jaffe obviously knew this guy, so like what piece of information does 13 know?
13 knows. I feel like it's something really, really dumb, but like it's gonna be something that's like weirdly meaningful. Like 13 knows how he takes his coffee. Something like weird like that. No, that wouldn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
I would say 13 knows him. 13 knows Jaffe. 13 knows that he doesn't just deal in, also deals in drugs. I know for a fact that he also deals in blood needle. So I'm just gonna lean over to Undertow, whisper, like not even whisper, but I'm just gonna like nudge Undertow, and then just like yawn, like and like look over at Crow, and then I'm gonna look at Undertow and go.
When 13 does that, Crow is just gonna be like.
So I don't know if they'll be able to pick up on your nonverbal communications, but I absolutely think that that's like a really dope thing for you to know. Yeah.
Can you roll to see if I Or can someone roll to see if I get it so that I can bring this into
Yeah.
the conversation?
Or like you 13, you can bring it into the conversation.
Oh, okay. I'll say, well, while we were looking originally to deal in precious gems, I'm sure none of us, and I'm gonna look at Undertow as like here's your setup. I'm sure none of us would mind moving things of more illicit substance like blood needle.
Dun, dun, dun.
So subtle. No, that's right.
Herbal medication.
Herbal medication.
I didn't want to go like this, moving things of more illicit substance.
I feel like you guys
Gonna
are talking
sell
about me,
drugs
but you're
for
not talking
you.
to me.
So all right. Yes. So I'll just say like absolutely we are also very willing to assist in that, and I happen to know a number of let's say people connoisseurs, and also people who can we do a little street walking. They can help move some of this product as well.
I feel like you guys are still talking about me, but not talking to me.
Crow.
Okay, so what kind of roll do you want to make here, and you'll get a bonus die from your boy.
I feel like this is a consort roll. Is it consort or...
It sounds consorty to me for
It
sure.
sounds consorty, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gain access to resources. We're going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, it has to do with background and that sort of stuff. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Still risky and standard.
Yeah. And now you'll have the bonus die from the setup.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
All
Cool.
right.
So that ticks the dose segments.
We're one more.
Alright.
And at the very end, Undertow goes, and I'll blow you. Listen, I know.
I've done worse.
That just seems desperate, though.
Listen,
Yeah, you end up in a.
Blowjob.
Oh my god.
That's you can do that if you end up in a worse position.
Nice choice of words.
I am like I don't really want to do that, but I am
Nothing
kind
I say is by accident, Tess.
I am kind of curious to see if I could also like hit on him or something, or seduce him or something that would. But I'm afraid to risk it, so I don't think I'm gonna try.
As soon as Crow smells your pheromones changing, he's just gonna elbow you in the face.
He just tranks you just like a blowgun.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, like, if I were
I'm gonna get out the water bottle and just start squirting you.
It's very on brand for Undertow. It's very on brand.
I could be like, I could just be suddenly like, and we have other services we could offer as well.
Undertow's a whore. So like
I'm a
if you
slut.
need a whore.
I don't get paid for it. I just like it.
He does it for pleasure.
Yeah.
Don't kink shame. Rude.
Yeah.
Shaming is my kink.
Yeah. Pyrite says,
No, I'm not a whore. I just hang out with a lot of whores.
Pyrite says, now, let's not yuck someone else's yum.
Oh my
Just,
That's the best phrase. I
Happy
love
Pride
that
Month.
phrase. I love that.
just curious, does the bodyguard look familiar?
I don't think so.
Echo just
Okay.
tackles the body.
No, I mean, as somebody of that kind of position, I'm curious of what like bouncers around town and
Do you wanna make
bustle of-
Do you wanna make some sort of roll to see? You can make like a survey.
Sure, I'll do that.
Assess the situation. Like assessing like whether or not you know them, like what they're armed with. Could you like take this dude in?
Just
Could I take this guy in an arm wrestling match if I need to? The important details.
So that would be risky.
Yeah.
It's all risky right now.
Yeah, we're all risky here.
Mm.
Ooh.
Yikes.
You ask him loudly what his favorite color is. Like,
So do you
No,
like
it's just-
So do you
sport?
like working out?
No, it's just
You kill
so
people?
so not only do you not recognize him, but like he notices you like trying to size him up, and like that's the consequences. You end up in a worse position. Like you don't recognize this dude, and he's just like actively like
I wasn't
kind of
doing
like-
it maliciously. It was
Yeah.
more of just looking. You know,
Right.
I didn't
Right.
say anything.
yeah.
you didn't blink. It was weird.
It was
Just,
Yes.
dude, this is awkward. Stop.
Yeah.
Prison has made you jumpy.
Right.
I go back to eating pastries and listening.
I have a quick question. It's just about 10 o'clock. Do we have to end like right away, or can we do an extra like couple minutes?
I can stay on a bit longer.
I can stay on like up to 10 minutes longer, but I have an early morning tomorrow, so I do have to.
Alright. That's fine. I've got the perfect thing to kind of like cliffhanger us here. Because we'll use that last bit to do some experience real quick.
Okay.
So that also, not only did that happen, but that also filled a little clock that I've been running kind of in the background here. You've activated my trap card for real.
I knew it. Fucking told you.
Damn it.
There's a knock at the door. It's like a quick little knock in like a rhythm, like a specific kind of like coded rhythm you gather. And Pirate says, yes, what is it? And the door cracks a little bit, and you see like some like a kind of like butler type person in like a suit, not the same guy as before, kind of like comes up and says, sir, a message for you. And he says, yes, what is it? And he says, it's a bit of a private matter. And he says, yes, come tell me. And he like kind of like makes his way forward, and we'll say that because it was your consequence, Echo, you notice this. This guy goes up and he starts like whispering something in Pirate's ear, and as he does, he brings his arm up like to do so, and his sleeve goes down a little bit, and you notice the lampblack symbol on his tattooed on this guy who's talking to Pirate. And that's where we cut, and we'll pick it up next time.
Oh.
Bum,
boy.
bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
Cool.
I have a feeling violence is coming soon.
Mhm.
Yup.
That depends entirely on you guys. I am just the messenger, as it were.
My
I was
guns
gonna-
are all clean and ready.
I was gonna say, I'd rather us actually get the deal and then just bounce.
Yeah. So that's gonna do that. Let's do some experience points, because I owe you each some amount of experiencing, and so this will be for the last 2 sessions. So for Crow, Undertow, and 13, it's from 2 weeks ago and today, and then for Echo, it's for last week and today. And then Crow, you and I talked about you, even though you were here last week, it was like all like flashbacky stuff, so like not really an experience to be had. So who wants to go first?
You want to go first, Eric, since you have to bounce?
Oh yeah, I'll go first then.
Word.
I didn't do any desperate actions last time or this time. I know that I addressed both trying to find Echo with knowledge and arcane power. I think I tried to, but I know I did with knowledge, and then I know that I addressed dealing with Pyrite with trying with knowledge. So I'm just asking for 2 for that, because I didn't do anything with beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, or vices or traumas.
Go for it.
It's my bits.
Okay.
Thanks.
Cool. Are you gonna bounce now, or do you want to stay till the end? I just have to know, so I need whether or not I need to change the scene or not.
I'm gonna bounce now so I can go to sleep.
Cool.
Sorry,
All right.
everyone.
All right,
Good
Eric.
night.
Good night.
Thanks for joining. We'll catch you on Sunday because we're doing
Yes,
are we doing
for our
a
podcast.
pod
Yes, we are.
a podcast
Podcast.
a poop
Wrong.
not a poopcast. That would
Well,
get it.
I do that, but it's because I bring my laptop with me into the bathroom. Stay
Right.
tuned and you'll see. No.
Nah, dude, that's super against terms of service.
Super against terms of services. I don't.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
night,
guys. All
Good
right.
night.
Good night.
See ya. That's all right. I've got a default screen set up with 3 people. People might be in the wrong spots, but that's all right.
It's okay.
Let's see who's where.
Pick off!
Yeah,
Oh, God
yeah,
damn it.
yeah.
Who am I? Who am I?
You're 13 now.
Oh my.
Marissa, you're still Undertow.
Oh yay!
Oh,
Send me.
it's so dirty here.
Yeah. That was a very good Eric.
That was.
Yeah.
All right. Who's going next?
I'll go next.
All right.
I did roll 1 desperate action in resolve,
You did.
and I definitely addressed challenges with deception and influence a couple times.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna level up in insight and get another point in hunt.
Ooh.
There you go.
And then
It's coming for your job, Crow.
Mm.
Well, I need to do something in a fight because I can't do much otherwise. So, and then
Just rips Gambit everything. That's what I did when I played
yeah,
a
but you gotta
slide.
take 2 stress every time.
Yeah, I know. I told you about when I played a slide, right? I played in 4 sessions as a slide, and I got 4 traumas.
Oh my god.
1 trauma per score. Fast and loose.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I can play that crazy, but I definitely want to see what getting a trauma is like. So
Yeah.
It's actually not too bad. It's
yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, no, it's very much like a first one's free kind of situation.
Hmm.
Did I express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? The only thing is I was
a little bit in beliefs, maybe, but
Yeah, I mean you've got like a trade background and you're like taking the head of these like trade negotiations.
Yeah, definitely.
So I would
Alright,
say
cool.
that's like a thing.
That's a thing. All right, cool. And I don't think I struggled with issues from my vice or traumas, so
No.
that would be it.
Dope. Cool. Who is next?
you want to go?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't think I rolled any desperate the last game, and definitely not this one.
No. I
So
don't think so.
nope.
You didn't roll one to punch. What's her face? When you were bleeding.
It was a
that-
flashback
that
though.
was-
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that whole
Yeah,
that whole flashback
that
doesn't
was-
count.
That was
Yeah,
that whole session for Simone and I was just like purely just us acting again,
Yeah.
like having fun out edgelording each other and
Yeah.
acting. Yeah,
That was a really good episode.
Yeah.
that's actually it's pretty accurate to Simone and I's relationship in real life. We just constantly talk shit to each other and beat each other up.
Basically. Okay, so randomly in high school, I told Spike that I really loved roses, but I love dead roses, like when they're dry and stuff. Just I like them and I like how they smell. So he got me a bouquet of roses, and he got me one fake rose, and he is like, well, eventually all of these will be dead, and this one was never alive, so it's the most dead. And I was like, I fucking love you.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's us.
Dark. I love it.
This is us. This is us as friends.
Yep.
So-
That's and it like from there it's history, folks.
Yeah. Did I address a challenge with tracking or violence? I definitely used tracking to try and find Echo when we were tracking around the warehouse. As far as violence go, and like running across the rooftops and everything, and then as far as violence goes, I don't remember if we got violent the episode looking for Echo at all.
I don't think so. I think you definitely get the 2 experience because of all the tracking you've done, though.
Yeah. My beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I know I did something that episode as well. It was either something with Celine or something with Costa. But
I mean,
it
like,
completely slipped my mind. So I don't know.
So I'm willing to give you the 2 experience for this, because here is your consolation, like, for your exposition backstory reveal session that we did last time. Get one for
Okay.
that. And then,
Cool.
and then you can. I think you get another one for sure for the scene going up to Echo with like no context with the map and going, "Has anything changed?"
Has anything changed in there? Yeah.
And I'm like, how would you know?
Yeah. I'm like, just
It's like our scenes are just straight up like eye movements and like
Yeah, it's just a whole lot of 2 like horribly like socially inept like badass fighty people. Like anytime you guys try to talk, it's just like
I love the thought of like Echo and I go out all day and then we come back at the end of the night and 13 and Undertow are like, what did you guys do all day? We're like, I don't know, we just hung out. And then it's a like a string of scenes where we don't fucking talk at all.
Right.
We just do like crashy things and fighty things and like don't say a fucking word. And 13 and Undertow
and we
are
totally
like,
understand each other.
Yeah, I would
We're like, did you have a good time? And we're like, yeah, it was a really good day actually.
I would watch the Crow and Echo buddy cop spinoff.
Yeah. There's like 3 lines of dialogue the whole show.
Yeah.
And it's from the background like actors. Like,
yeah, it's like the NPCs.
Yeah. I love it.
Right. I don't think
and
you.
then
don't
issues, fights, and traumas. No.
No, I don't think so. Cool.
All right.
All right.
So I'm done.
All right, Echo.
All right,
Thank you, Echo.
of course. Just simple
There you go.
nod.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so it's been a whole week. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
I'm definitely asking for 2 for violence. 'Cause I
Yeah.
need some
Oh
really
yeah.
bad-
Yeah. I think just like because it was 2 sessions, I think everyone has gotten 2 for
At
the
least. Yeah.
Without spoiling the episode for
yeah.
It was pretty awesome. Definitely watch it.
Violence was had in the like Echo focused scenes. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Like,
The way I described it was it's like the scenes where Sherlock is like thinking ahead in slow motion and then the thing happens. Yeah, so there's a lot of really fun stuff there. I think I should also get at least 1 for talking about beliefs and heritage, because we were discussing like 1 fighting style backgrounds with what's his face, Nog. And then also trying to deal with figuring out where Sawtooth is and
Yeah,
what the
totally.
connection between-
Yeah.
So that's 3.
Definitely for you.
I don't think I struggled with issues because I was in prison and just kind of
Yeah, I don't think
working
you.
it out.
Yeah, I don't think it's like negatively impacted any of the aspects of play. At least not
Yeah.
yet. Cool.
And that's I didn't roll anything desperate. It was all kind of controlled. So
That's the jam. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes at the start of next session, because pretty intense cliffhanger, as it were. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thank you, lovely players. You're all so great.
You're awesome,
Thank you,
too.
Steve.
Thank you for having us.
good night, internet.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all are always welcome. Come swing by tomorrow. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow instead of Thursday.
Cool.
So come watch that. We also ended that session on a cliffhanger. So all the cliffhangers abound. I guess I was just in a very cliffhangery mood this week. And watch my players run around Waterdeep trying to find a robot.
Oh, they're still working on the robot.
Oh well, the cliffhanger is they think that they found the robot. Dun-dun-dun. It's fun. Yeah. Goodbye, internet. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.